Hi, I'm Sharon Lawrence. I'm an actress and an advocate for things that are important to me. And this beautiful gift that I received from the 4th annual Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival is important to me because it signifies the work that's being done by this great organization, Beads of Courage. And this year, we're going virtual to people across the country so that we can all enjoy an afternoon at home. Although we can't make the trek to Tucson, Arizona, but we can make beautiful jewelry. We can celebrate the kids that have such courage as they're going through their treatments. So I want to thank you for supporting this event. This bracelet I made, like I used to do when I was waiting for auditions, I'd bead with my girlfriends. It always brought me comfort and soothing and something tangible afterwards, which is what happens when the kids, their families, and their caregivers create these beads of courage. So you're going to see here 4 different great bands. I hope you pop open a beer, and I hope that you enjoy this festival like I will. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a pretty one.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for your warm welcome. What an honor it is to have a celebrity of your caliber support the mission of Beads of Courage. Hi, my name is Angeline, and it is a delight to be the 2021 Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival MC. As a cancer survivor and a Beads of Courage alumni, I personally know how important the mission of Beads of Courage is. Let's get this show started. Our first band is Tiffany Pollock and Company, coming to us from New Orleans. Take it away, Tiffany.
Tiffany Pollock, and we are Tiffany Pollock and Company, and welcome to the Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival. We're going to play a couple tunes for you. There's all kinds of music going on, so y'all hang out. And yeah, thanks to Beads of Courage for having us. We really appreciate it. It's a wonderful charity to be involved with. So here we go. This is a song I wrote. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and when you get together for family functions in Louisiana, it's generally a crawfish boil, and this is about going to a crawfish boil with your family when you don't like all your family members. Here we go. Well, you always got something to say. You think you're so damn clever, all them looking your way. Well, I didn't come here to hear none of that shit. I didn't come here so you could just be a prick. I'm just here for the crawfish and beer. Well, when we were kids, you used to be real sweet, and then you met that trash and your brain turned to meat. Well, I didn't come here to pull you out of that ditch. I didn't tell you to marry that old trifling bitch. I'm just here for the crawfish and beer. Well, you can feel how you feel. Say what you wanna say. I ain't listening to you anyway. I know you're just trying to get some kind of rise out of me. You got some kind of issue you just can't let be. Well, just stay in your lane, stay on your side. If we have to coexist, why can't we go inside? Why don't you stay over there and keep an eye on your kids? Why don't you leave me alone or tell me what the hell I did? 'Cause I'm just here for the crawfish and beer. Well, you can feel how you feel. Honey, show me the door. Well, bye-bye. Hope you get crying in your eye. I hope y'all liked that. Let me know by putting it in the comments. Shoot. This next song is called, let me see, look at my little list here. Keep It Simple. This is off of the blues album that I recorded with my cousin Eric Johansson. We released it in 2019, right before the shit hit the fan. And I hope you enjoy it. This song is called Keep It Simple. I wrote these lyrics when I was 16 years old. I was just a little baby. All right. Oh. It's plain to see. You tell me you love me, but you're always hurting me. I try, Lord, I try, but you always do me wrong. So I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling in this song. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and leave things be. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind, baby, call on me. My mama always told me you're a beautiful girl. Find a man who loves you, who would give you his whole world. Oh, I'm tired of trying, Lord, just to make you understand. I just wanna be your woman and I want you to be my man. Simple, baby. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and baby, call on me. Yeah. Consider me. Stop thinking about my feelings when you do things hastily. Oh, I'm tired of trying, Lord, just to make you understand. But you're just so complicated, I'm doing all I can. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and leave things be. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and baby, call on me. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and leave things be. Why can't you keep things simple, baby? Quit changing your mind and baby, call on me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you liked that. Go check out my cousin Eric Johansson if you get the chance. He just released his own album. We're about to be going into the studio to record our own album. And this next song is going to be on it, and I hope you like it. It's called Do It Yourself. Everyone. Everybody. What? Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. How's everybody feeling out there? Are y'all having some beer with your blues? Because I certainly am. Let's see, what am I drinking here? Tiny Bomb American Pilsner from, I hope I'm saying this right. Wiseacre. There we go. Why was that so hard? Brewing Company in Memphis, which is where we're going to go record our album. Oh, my goodness. Oh. You ready, Brandon? Yeah. All right. This one's called Do It Yourself. Shimmy in your hip. Well, I'm not acting funny. You know I'm for real. Don't just sit there on your butt just waiting for a deal. You gotta grab me by the balls. You can't rely on no one else. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself. Oh yeah, do it yourself. That's what I'm saying, honey. Technical difficulties. Oh, Lord, it's hot in here.
It's just you.
Oh, you guys.
And the beer.
Oh. Well, I'd love to thank Beads of Courage so much for having us for their bleeds, my Lord. Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival. We're so happy to be here. This is our last song for the evening. I do believe it was a 15-minute set. This is a song that I wrote as well that will be on our next album. And thank you all so very, very much. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And make sure to contribute to Beads of Courage because it's a beautiful cause. We're doing Sassy Bitch. This song is called Sassy Bitch. Thank you all so very, very much. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Whoo! sway. See you living like it's 40 years ago every day. I see you trying, girl, I'm trying too. But I keep trying to elevate and you're still singing the same old tune. Same old tunes. Well, I'm also sorry, baby, just can't help you scratch and itch. If I don't like you, then I'll tell you, 'cause I'm a sassy bitch. Why can't you chill? Only hurt yourself. All that anger inside you, baby, put it on the shelf. Put it on the shelf. I know you ain't busy, sure got a lot of time. 'Cause you keep blasting my name out there, line after line. Well, you sure got a lot of time. Well, I'm also sorry, baby, just can't help you scratch that itch. I just don't like you, and I'll tell you, 'cause I'm a sassy bitch. Get sassy, Brandon. Go back under your bridge troll and ferment some more. Sometimes when that shit breaks down, it's sweeter than before. Show her the door. Well, I'm also sorry, baby, just can't help you scratch that itch. I just don't like you, and I'll tell you, 'cause I'm a sassy bitch. Well, I'm also sorry, baby, just can't help you scratch that itch. I just don't like you, and I'll tell you, 'cause I'm a sassy bitch. Just a sassy bitch. Just a sassy bitch. Thanks a lot. Y'all stick around for more music. I'm Tiffany Pollock. We are Tiffany Pollock and Company. I got Stu Odom on bass. I got Ian Patillo on drums and Mr. Brandon Brunius on the guitar. Thank you all so very, very much. That's it. That's all I got.
This past week, Krista, our program director, caught up with a few Beads of Courage families. We are looking forward to sharing these mission moments with you during our festival time together.
Our daughter was born in 2015. She did not breathe at birth. After failed attempts of resuscitation, she was intubated and transferred to Memorial Children's Hospital in Colorado Springs, where she underwent hypothermia therapy. So we were introduced to Beads of Courage fairly soon after she arrived at the NICU. She was receiving hypothermia therapy, and one of her nurses walked in, and she was carrying this little purple bag, and she handed Joe and I some beads and said, "Olivia's going to have a wonderful story to tell. These beads each mean something and honor all of her courage and yours too."
A very strong sign of hope and even joy. It's hope that the next day you'll see continued progress, and it's joy that you know she's overcame so many obstacles to that point. And each new day just provided more hope and joy that one day we would take Olivia home from the hospital and get on to a normal life with her at home.
When Jake got diagnosed, he was 11, and he learned that he was going to have to undergo about a year of chemo, multiple surgeries, first in an attempt to save his leg, and then ultimately an above-knee amputation.
So I was diagnosed with peripheral bone cancer 2 years ago, and through my journey it was just really hard to get a grip of things and how what was happening, and Beads of Courage really helped me realize what I was going through.
Beads of Courage was introduced to us. It became the greatest focus for Jake, and instead of focusing every minute of every day when he could on chemo and feeling nauseous, he really became obsessed about making sure that he was going to get every bead that he qualified for, and not only receive them, but string them. His chemo regimen was so challenging for him that 99% of the time we actually sedated him to get through chemo. The really only time he was ever up and sitting up and awake was when Child Life came in to do his beads. So it really was, it was a bigger deal than he's even letting you know, for all of us, because it was when we saw Jake be Jake.
We are so excited for our festival online auction. Head over to the auction and bid high and bid often to support Beads of Courage. Huge thanks to our auction artists. We have Erin Carty for her gorgeous pendants, and artists Rashawn Jones and Andrew Polick for their collaboration for an amazing one-of-a-kind piece to benefit Beads of Courage.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, you folks get to be part of a real special presentation. I had a chance this week to work long distance with my man, Andy Pollock. He's down in New Orleans, I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and so when we got a chance to do a piece together, we jumped at it. So he did his thing. He sent it to me in the mail. Then I did my thing. And tonight we're happy to show you this thing. We're presenting a mixed set. It's one red wine glass, one white wine glass. We're super happy to be able to be working together kind of in this environment. It was, of course, a struggle, but luckily we've worked together before, man. So I'm always happy because I know that Andy puts forth his best work. I match it with my best work, and it always seems to come out. So I'm really happy to be back involved with him.
Hey guys, Andrew Pollock here in my New Orleans studio, getting ready to make a piece for the Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival auction. I'm collaborating on a piece with some birds on a goblet or some sort of stemware with my good friend Rashawn Jones, and we can't wait to see how this piece comes together. You guys are going to be the first ones to see it, so thanks so much for participating, and we hope to see you all real soon. Bye!
You can have our original creation and support Beads, folks. Go to the auction site and bid.
For every $25 we raise, we can comfort a sibling who has a brother or sister coping with serious illness with the Beads of Courage sibling program. Next up, live from our Beads of Courage HQ, Broke Down Palace.
Zildjian is one of the rules.
Good. All right, we're good. Ready? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jean Gribben, Executive Director for Beads of Courage. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are in the world for our 4th annual Beads, Beer, and Blues Festival. We are so grateful for your support. Your support today helps us fund our very important mission of helping children coping with serious illness record, tell, and own their story of courage with our programming. I am super excited to introduce our next set. Broke Down Palace is here, coming to you live from Beads of Courage International Headquarters in Tucson, Arizona. Enjoy. Woo!
Yeah, New Mexico ain't half bad. People there that treat you kind. It's that wild, free liner gonna steal away my mind. This is bad news from Houston. Half my friends are dying. This is bad news from Houston. Half my friends are dying. It's that wild, free liner gonna steal away my mind. Going out on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. It's that wide freight liner gonna steal away my mind. It's that wide freight liner gonna steal away my mind. Thank you. You ready? Yeah. Let's do it. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss you, baby, rolling in your arms. Lay down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. Lay down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. My mind was wandering like wild geese in the west. And I know you rider, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss you, baby, rolling in your arms. The sun will shine on my back door someday. The sun will shine on my back door someday. March winds will blow all my blues away. I know you rider, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss you, baby, rolling in your arms. Your baby rolling in your
Thank you very much. Thank you, Beads of Courage. We appreciate it.
So the first thing I did was take the bird's nest with the baby birds. Y'all are gonna love the baby birds. That were mounted on the stem, and put that onto a longer rod so I can mount it to the foot of the wine glass. After that, I blew a wine glass within proportion of that foot and then mounted on it. Initially, I was gonna do a match set, just 2 white wine glasses, but I really like how wide I'm able to go when I'm working with Andy's stems. Because of his just really intricate sculpture work, it provides a really good platform visually. So it's always a pleasure getting into the studio with him, even if it's long distance. So again, we really hope you enjoy this piece. We definitely had a great time making it. Shouts out from High Desert Flameworks and, of course, Pollock Design in New Orleans. We'll see y'all soon.
So, my son Owen Galuzzo was diagnosed with a cardiac condition when I was 31 weeks pregnant. It's called congenitally corrected transposition of the great arteries. And so we knew when he was born that he was likely going to need lots of intervention in terms of surgeries. He did then unfortunately get diagnosed with a number of other conditions that go along with having a cardiac condition. Owen had his first surgery, open heart surgery, when he was 5. And then he had his second open heart surgery when he was 7. And then he had his third sets of open heart surgeries when he was 9. But this last time, for whatever reason, his heart and body just were not cooperating. So they had to go in 3 times within a 48-hour period. We were in the hospital for about 2 weeks. He ended up on ECMO and unfortunately suffered a stroke and passed away. And we were absolutely devastated as a family. But my time is not really to focus on that. My time is really to kind of focus on what the beads meant for Owen and then what they have meant for our family. And he was so excited to have them. He had them hanging in his room and was very proud of them. He got his second set of beads after his second surgery. And then right the night before, when we were really preparing him for this third surgery when he was 9, he really only had 2 questions for us. His first question was, am I going to be able to ride in a wagon around the unit in the hospital, which he loved to do and remembered from his previous surgery. So we said absolutely. And his second question was, am I going to be able to get more beads? And we said, absolutely, you will. And those were the only 2 questions he had. God love him. I mean, for a kid going in for open heart surgery, he was not nervous at all. He wanted to bring his beads to the hospital that he already had, so we did that. And, unfortunately, he never got to see his beads, but he earned many, many beads from that last hospital stay. I was excited to kind of string them with him, and, he got to put his little name in there, and then, he learned about what each bead was for. And so, again, it was the Child Life Department, which I can't say enough amazing things about. So he also got us connected to the bereavement beads, which again really just kind of helped us try and figure out how to navigate life without Owen by having these beads as well. And then my daughter Olivia also received the sibling pack of beads. And as she's gotten older, she was 6 when he passed away. Now she's 12. We've used the beads to help her understand what Owen's journey was like. When you're 6, you don't really understand a whole lot about what's happening in the world from a medical standpoint, but now being almost 13, she has lots more questions now than she did when he first passed away. So we're able to kind of share his journey and his courage and bravery through using his beads to help her tell that story. So I have to say that the beads kind of helped him feel like he was able to kind of mark his journey. They helped him, I think, feel brave and strong and recognize really that he was, at such a young age.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin Elledge, and I am on the board of directors at Beads of Courage. I've been involved now for almost 9 years, and I first started with the Carry a Bead program. I was introduced to Beads of Courage by one of my close friends who told me about the Carry a Bead program when I was about to do an Ironman in Arizona. And he told me how Carry a Bead could really impact a child that was battling for his or her life in one of our member programs. So I carried a bead in Ironman, Arizona, and it helped me through really dark times in the race. When I wanted to quit, I thought about the child that would receive my bead when I got to the finish line. I would write a note in the Carry a Bead kit, and that note would go with my bead to a child in the program. That bead provided a boost of encouragement to a child on a really tough treatment day. When they were struggling and feeling like they couldn't keep moving forward, that bead helped to show them that they could get forward, that they could keep going, they could keep fighting. We would love for you to carry a bead in the program, but you don't have to do it in an Ironman triathlon. A lot of these children are bound to hospital rooms or may never get to do a lot of the things that you and I take for granted every day. So maybe you're going to run a 5K, maybe you're going to go bird watching, maybe you're just going to go on vacation for spring break with your family. Every event and activity is an opportunity for you to carry a bead and encourage a child in one of our member programs. Thank you so much for being here today and for every single dollar that you can give to Beads of Courage. Every dollar matters and it goes to support our mission. On behalf of the Board of Directors at Beads of Courage, I want to thank you for being here. Now let's get ready to hear the next band.
So the first thing I did was take the bird's nest with the baby birds. Y'all are gonna love the baby birds. They were mounted on the stem and put that onto a longer rod so I can mount it to the foot of the wine glass. After that, I blew a wine glass within proportion of that foot and then mounted on it. Initially, I was going to do a match set, just 2 white wine glasses, but I really like how wide I'm able to go when I'm working with Andy's stems. Because of his just really intricate sculpture work, it provides a really good platform visually. So it's always a pleasure getting into the studio with him, even if it's long distance. So again, we really hope you enjoy this piece. We definitely had a great time making it. Shouts out from High Desert Flameworks and of course, Pollock Design in New Orleans. We'll see y'all soon.
Next up, we have Freddie Parrish and the Old Town String Band from Tucson, Arizona.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Beads, Blues, and Beers Festival. My name's Freddie Parrish, and this is the Old Town String Band. Matt Rowland on the fiddle, Tu Lund on the bass. We're happy to be here to support Beads of Courage. Hope you all are enjoying a nice beer, and hope you like this song. It's an old-time tune called Been All Around This World. Up on Blue Ridge Mountain is where I'll make my stand. Up on Blue Ridge Mountain is where I'll make my stand. With a rifle on my shoulder and a 6-shooter in my hand, I've been all around this world. Well, Lulu, oh Lulu, open up the door. Lulu, oh Lulu, come and open up the door. Before I gotta come in there with my 44, I've been all around this world. Well, Mama and Papa and little sister make 3. Mama and Papa and little sister make 3. See him in the morning, that's the last you'll see of me. I've been all around this world. Well, hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. I don't mind the hanging, y'all. I've been in jail too long. I've been all around this world. Up to my knees, working on a new railroad, but up to my knees, working for John Henry, and he's mighty hard to please. I've been all around this world. I've been all around this world. Been all around this world. All right. Let's see what we'll do next here. An original song that I wrote about a love gone cold at 115 degrees. This is called A Cold July in Tucson. The snow up in Santa Fe, always said we'd move to Arizona someday. And I got a job in the old Pueblo town, and we found a place and put some money down. Well, summer's always hard out working in the sun, but you make sacrifices when you love someone. Now the more I try, the less you're satisfied. And it's a cold July in Tucson. You were out all night again, I had to hear it from a friend. Playing pool with some other guy downtown, acting like you don't know how. And when he went to put his arm around you, you just smiled and looked at him. Well, I thought I'd let it slide, and my love for you is blind. But it's always burned like a fire, until one day I came home and there were boxes in the drive. Now it's a cold July in Tucson. It's a cold July in Tucson. It's a cold July in Tucson.
All right, we're gonna do let's do this old John Anderson song here called "Wild and Blue." I hope you folks are enjoying beads and beers and supporting the Beads of Courage Foundation. We're certainly happy to be here doing that. Anyway, this next song's called "Wild and Blue."
Way across town, the phone rings off the wall, and if you know he's not home, why do you keep calling? You're gonna drive yourself crazy. You know that it's true. He's making you wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do, 'cause they could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. Somebody's room on the far side of town, with your mind all made up and the states all pulled down. There's somebody trying to satisfy you, but he don't know you're wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. you're already wild and blue. It's 4 in the morning and you're all alone. If you know he's not coming, why don't you come home? 'Cause I'll be right here, baby, waiting for you. 'Cause I know you're wild and blue. You're wild and blue, it's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do. 'Cause they could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. You're wild and blue. It's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. One more time.
All right. We'll do one more song for you folks. Thanks for hanging out and listening. We're going to do a tune on the banjo here. Just do a little instrumental old-time tune here called the Elk River Blues. Thank you, folks. We're Freddie Parrish and the Old Town String Band from Tucson, Arizona. Enjoy the rest of your festival. Take care.
Thank you, Freddie. Each year, Beads of Courage inducts artists into our Bead Artists Hall of Fame. This is our 8th year honoring bead artists through this formal induction. In 2021, we have 12 amazing artists we'd like to recognize for their incredible support of Beads of Courage.
Every year, the Beads of Courage Bead Artists Hall of Fame is a very special time for our organization. It's a time where we can pause and give tremendous gratitude to the artist community for their generous support of Beads of Courage. Annually, our organization receives over 60,000 handmade beads. These could be glass beads, polymer beads, or other beads that we use in our arts and medicine workshops. These beads truly are the art in our arts and medicine mission. We simply could not do what we do to honor treatment-defining moments without these donations of beads. In addition to artists, we also have members of the jewelry designer industry that are incredibly generous in support of Beads of Courage, whether that be through cause marketing initiatives to raise awareness for Beads of Courage, or in some cases, they make things that we can auction to raise critical funds in support of Beads of Courage. A little history how the artists got involved. Back in 2000, when I was developing Beads of Courage, I stumbled across a research study in which a young boy who had completed treatment for cancer told the researcher that he had been to war and back, and if he had gone to war, he would have gotten a Purple Heart. I was on a mission to find the best Purple Heart bead that I could find to give to children completing treatment for cancer. A friend introduced me to a bead artist who was a member of the Arizona Society of Glass Bead Makers. She said, "Jean, I think artists could make those for you." And like you, some of you today might be wondering, there's people that make beads? Yes, it's an ancient art form. And today there are still people, amazing artists that practice this ancient art form of glass bead making. The Arizona Society of Glass Bead Makers joined in and started making and donating Purple Heart beads that we could give to children receiving Beads of Courage to celebrate their completion of treatment, cancer treatment. Today is a great honor to induct 12 new artists into our Beads of Courage Hall of Fame. Behind me, you can see all those have been inducted prior to 2021. I'm excited to introduce you to all the Hall of Fame inductees.
It's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I get to donate beads and to help the children.
I've been donating beads since I started doing this. Love doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it until I don't flame work anymore, but I don't see that happening in the near future.
I was so inspired sitting in the Beads of Courage headquarters, hearing about what you do for kids with serious illnesses. It touches my heart. It inspires me to help in any way that I can.
And it's really an honor to be in this group. I have no words.
Thank you very much for the honor of being inducted. And I do encourage everybody that you know that makes beads, please tell them about Beads of Courage. Don't hide your light under a barrel, just go out there and tell them what you've done, and we'll continue on this journey together.
Being able to do something proactive to deal with cancer, it's so empowering. And seeing the kids with all those beads that chronicle what they've endured, it is just amazing and humbling.
Being in front of people, this is not my thing, but I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of this. I really feel honored.
How very honoured I feel by this nomination. I've been so overwhelmed by it, to be honest.
Illness knows no boundary. And what we've created is a beautiful new language in which children and families can communicate with one another. So thank you so much. Now it's time for me to move along with the Hall of Fame induction. It's important to share with our greater community, our donors and our supporters that are joining us at the festival, that every artist will be receiving the Distinguished Beads of Courage Hall of Fame Award. Our Hall of Fame induction is the equivalent of the Grammys to us. If we were in person, we'd be rolling out the red carpet and really honoring and calling our artists up to stage to accept their award on behalf of all the children and families that we support through Beads of Courage. This award is an art piece in and of itself. It includes an artist collaborative between Hall of Fame artist Margaret Zinsser, who created the bead that is part of the award, as well as this beautiful wooden piece that is created by a fine artist that is our neighbor here in the Middle Arts Village, where Beads of Courage is headquartered, Mark Wallace. Again, if Mark was with us today, the words that he would share around his design that he created as part of the Hall of Fame Award is that to him, it represents, again, the human spirit and that child or that teen just throwing up their arms in celebration of their courage. And so on behalf of Beads of Courage and our artists, Margaret Zinsser and Mark Wallace, that created these awards for our organization, congratulations. You'll be receiving these in the mail in your festival gift box, and hope that you'll have your friends and family around you to celebrate.
so inspired and so grateful for the support we have received from all of our donors, and the bead artists are no exceptions. They make and donate the beads that we need and represent significant treatment milestones. Earlier this week, Jean was at our Beads of Courage Master Bead Pharmacy. This is where we keep all of the beads that help children and teens record, tell, and own their stories of courage. And it is where donor dollars translate into narrative medicine.
Welcome to the Beads of Courage Master Bead Pharmacy. We like to call it the Bead Pharmacy because at Beads of Courage we believe that every bead that we give helps a child record, tell, and own their story of courage. And each one of those beads that caring clinicians give at the bedside serves as a dose of narrative medicine that helps them tell their story in a very powerful visual way. So what our organization does is we make sure that the hospitals that implement Beads of Courage have all that they need so that the clinicians at the front lines of caring can give beads integrated into the day-to-day care of the patients. So here in our warehouse is where we will put together program bead boxes that go out to hospitals so that the nurses and child life specialists and physicians have access to these beads right there in the clinical setting. This is a sample strand that I have. And here in our warehouse is where we store all the beads, and on a daily basis we are shipping beads out to hospitals. It is because of our donor support that we're able to keep this warehouse stocked and make sure that kids can continue to receive Beads of Courage anywhere in the United States, as well as globally with our international partners in caring. Just to give you an example of just the enormity of and size of impact of our mission, currently Beads of Courage is implemented in 170 children's hospitals throughout the United States and 300 children's hospitals globally. It's here in our warehouse where we keep the Beads of Courage, and hospitals will order the beads from us, and with donor support we're able to ship them out and make it possible that they can continue to maintain their Beads of Courage program anywhere in the United States or in one of the 10 countries that we're working with. I like to tell our donors that we have a really good rate of exchange. For every $15 that we raise, that helps us put a bag of 500 Beads of Courage here in our warehouse, ready to distribute to a children's hospital implementing Beads of Courage. I'd love to give a shout out to all our volunteers here in Tucson. Beads of Courage is based in Tucson, Arizona, and it's our Tucson volunteers that help us package a lot of the beads. So in addition to beads in bags, we also distribute many beads that are individually packaged. It's truly a labor of love. There's no machine that packages these beads. So for example, I'm holding up what we consider our neonatal intensive care unit admission bead. It's the turtle. So thank you so much to all the Tucson volunteers out there. Of the 14 million beads that we distribute annually, several million of them are individually packaged by our Tucson volunteers. A shout out to all the glass bead artists out there. Thank you so much for your continual donations. Again, all the handmade beads that are donated at Beads of Courage, especially the Act of Courage beads, are hand packaged with love. We receive them, package them, bring them here so that they're ready to get out to the children's hospitals to help those kids receive a handmade glass bead as a treatment defining moment in their treatment journey. It's important to share with all of you the other programs that we have created in pursuit of our full mission, which is to provide innovative arts and medicine programs for children coping with serious illness, their families, and the clinicians who care for them. I want to take this moment, first of all, to give a shout out and thanks to all the sewers out there that have been making bead bags for Beads of Courage. We always have a demand for these. We love these bead bags. Thank you so much for your donations of bead bags. In addition to our flagship program, one of the programs that's very important to our organization is our sibling program. If you can imagine if your brother or sister was sick with a serious illness in the hospital, the worry and the anxiety that you have. We're very proud as an organization to be able to support siblings with the Beads of Courage sibling program. An innovation for our organization last year was our Bead Strong program. Our Bead Strong program provides a child or a teen with a moment of mindfulness. Here's an example of one of our Bead Strong booklets. This one is Life, Spread Your Wings and Fly. It includes an art activity, some poetry, and on the back, a mandala for them to color. Very proud of our program team that's been implementing our Bead Strong program virtually now since 2020. This is our program for clinicians called Bead Mindful. As you can imagine, 2020 really introduced a lot of stress and anxiety for our healthcare providers. As an organization, we're proud that we're able to support them with our program called Bead Mindful. That again includes beads, poetry, and little mantras to help them through the day-to-day clinical day.
As we come to the end of our time together, can't say enough how much we appreciate all of you for attending today. Let's wrap up with a fun sing-along with our friends Sunny and Jolie, coming to us from Dallas, Fort Worth. They are both huge fans and supporters of Beads of Courage.
Hi everybody, I'm Jolie. I'm Sunny. We're excited to be with you this evening for the 4th annual
Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival.
And we heard we had some requests for some Johnny Cash and June Carter, so here we all go. Come on. We got married in a fever. I let a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson
Ever since I found out I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to dance around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man. Make a big fool of yourself. I'm going to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
Yeah, I'm going to snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stick their mouth. All them women gonna beg me, teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. Revolution my coat. I'll be waiting in Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. Let life carry you in Jackson. I'll be dancing on a pony kid. They'll lead you around town like the big scalding hound with your tail tucked between your legs. I'm going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan fan. Woo! We got married in a fever. I wear a pepper sprout. Welcome everybody. We're coming live from Fort Worth, Texas tonight. Thanks for tuning in again for the 4th annual.
Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival.
That's right. We're having a great time tonight. What a bunch of great bands we have here, all for a great cause. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to visit beadsofcourage.org because you can carry a bead just like on Sunny's hat,
on my hat.
and around my neck. This is one of our favorite charities. They're just amazing what they do. Support Beads of Courage by giving hope and encouragement to children and teens worldwide for them dealing with serious illnesses.
Yes.
So beadsofcourage.org, check them out.
Okay.
And we're going to sing another song, I
All
guess.
right.
Why not?
Why not?
Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
It's like Sunday Fun Day. Woo woo! Looks so serious over here. Whoa. Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When forever
fun. I thought I'd do that.
Now you see me, now you don't, right? Oh my gosh.
Well, hey.
Well, again, we love Beads of Courage. We love everyone, all of the staff. We love them all. Gene and all the team members that make a difference every day. Thanks for what you do. And you guys do your part too and make a difference. Beadsofcourage.org. We talked about carrying a bead. They come in packages like so. They all have a great story from a child of their illness. Descriptions on the back. And you keep one bead, like Sonny has on his hat.
On my hat.
And I have on my necklace. And then you mail the other bead back with a story. And it's really awesome. Just what a great concept. Thank you all for inviting us to be a part of tonight's
Very clever. Very
fourth annual
Beads, Blues, and Beer Festival. You do a lot of beads.
That's a B. And it's all for a great cause. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We're going to leave you with one more Johnny Cash song. And thanks for having us. Woo! Get it, Johnny. Get it, Johnny. I don't see any of this action. Love is a burning flame. It makes a fiery rain. Bound by the wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, down, down. The flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I feel for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, down, down. The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. All one more time. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, down, down. And the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Hey! I'm Sonny. And thanks for being with us here this Sunday for a great call. Stay tuned for more great music there at the festival. See y'all soon. Happy trails.
Bye.
Beadsofcourage.org.
My name is Dr. Leanna Hutchinson, and I am a clinical charge nurse at MD Anderson Children's Cancer Hospital here in Houston, Texas. And unique to me is in 1998, I was actually diagnosed with cancer myself. As a 7-year-old child, I was diagnosed with a very rare brain tumor called granulocytic sarcoma, and I also had AML leukemia at the same time. My nurses were so important to me and became really my best friends, and so I wanted to be just like them when I grew up. So in 2013, I graduated from Baylor University with my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and I applied to one place, which was MD Anderson, the place that treated me. I've been working there now for 8 years. Within 6 months of joining the A team at MD Anderson, I was asked to join this little program called Beads of Courage and kind of take it over, and learned about it, and it was just such an incredible program. As I was learning about the mission of Beads of Courage, I immediately thought back to my friends and I as we were going through our cancer journeys and thought how important it is to be able to document your journey. And I wanted so badly, I wish we had it back in 1998. So over the years, I have loved working with the Beads of Courage family. I've loved the opportunity to be able to connect with my patients on such a beautiful journey, to be able to sit down there with them and hold these beads and help them string these beads and give them that encouragement daily in their fight. It really gives our patients a tangible form of their fight, a tangible way for them to be able to look at everything that they've been through, to be able to go to school and show it to their friends and say, you know, this is why I'm missing class. On a parent level, and I've seen many parents that the teenagers don't want to do the beads, but the parents do. On a parent level, it sometimes gives them that control of the things that they can't control. I can't control what my child's going through, but I can make sure that these beads are up to date, and I can hold these beads when I'm having a hard time and say, look what we've been through so far, we can keep going. As a provider, I think it's an opportunity for me to step away from giving meds and doing assessments and the pokes, and an opportunity for me to sit down with them and really just connect with them and say, hey, look at everything you've been through, and I'm so proud of you, and you are so incredible. And it really just gives me that forum to really just connect with them as a child at that moment.
All right, so we are the DeLuca family from Moon Township, Pennsylvania. These are our daughters, Gianna, who is 11, Madalena, who's 8, and my husband, Chris. We got involved with Beads of Courage back in 2014. In November of 2014, when Madalena was 23 months old, she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. At that time, she was admitted to Children's Hospital Pittsburgh, where we spent 6 months as an inpatient doing various chemotherapy treatments. We're happy to report that as of last June, Madalena is in their survivorship program at Children's, and that's where we got introduced to Beads of Courage. So they spelled out her name for her, and we started her journey with her beads and her collection. Since we spent so much time inpatient, we obviously collected quite a few beads. She went through various procedures. She lost her hair, she grew her hair back.
Not only does Beads of Courage and the hospitals look after the patient, but also the siblings. Gianna was able to be a part of Beads of Courage. She received her own beads. She has a few necklaces, some nice carrying bags. The siblings are never left out either. They're part of the journey that the patients go through. And Gianna, at 5 years old at the time, it was a big distraction for her to do Beads of Courage, to get her beads at the hospital, and to make her own strands. And I think that really helped Gianna understand and kind of cope with what Madalena was going through.
The Purple Heart signifies when she finished her treatments.
So we spent all the holidays in there. So we have various beads.
There's St. Patrick's Day ones, candy canes for Christmas.
Little dog bones for pet therapy dogs every time a pet therapy dog would come and visit. A carry bag that
my carry bag.
You know, Madalena's sitting here. She loves her beads. She loves talking about them. She loves showing off for them. And we're really grateful what Beads of Courage has been able to do for us.
Don't forget to pull out your card for additional ways you can support Beads of Courage. I'm standing next to our Aspire sculpture that you can be a part of today. Thank you so much to all of our Beads of Courage families for sharing these mission moments with all of us today. Let us show them our support and desire to help more children and families with additional dollars we raise today. You can text to donate today.